Greetings, friends, fellow Africans. I hope you are doing well and you are good. Today I want to share something that is very critical about the power of supporting each other. Africa, we don't see the importance of supporting each other. That's why sometimes you see that it has taken a lot of time for Africans to come together compared to other civilizations. When you look at the Jews, you'll find that the Jews, they are coming together. The Indians, they are coming together. The Chinese, same thing. The Europeans. But when it comes to Africa, we don't see the importance of coming together. And we have a lot of hope and expecting from leaders only. For instance, this week or yesterday, the new president of Zambia snowed, but many Africans were celebrating and seeing that he's going to bring changes, but without supporting him, without working together with him, it remains the same situation, because sometimes those who are surrounding this leadership are not good people, are not good people who are going to support his dream. So that's why you see sometimes we have good leader with a good speeches, but when it comes to action, it looks like we are not good in action, because we don't have this tendency of supporting each other in order for someone to fulfill his dreams. Always Africans, many of us, we celebrate failure of others, we celebrate corruption, we celebrate these bad activities, and sometimes there's a sabotage within the government, because this is a power. So if someone fails, it means it's very easy for him or her to be voted out. That's why you see sometimes we have good leaders, but we didn't achieve. If you find our history of Africa, you will find that Africa always have good leaders, but when it comes at the end, this leader may be removed in power by being sabotaged by their counterpart or their own friends, something like that. So Africa now, we must understand the importance of supporting each other. That is the main thing. When it comes to the country or African continent, we need to support each other, to support the dreams of our leaders. We young Africans and other Africans must work together, work hard on the dreams of our leader. So that's why I say this, because I have seen some comments, many commentators talking about the new president of Zambia. People have much hope, but without supporting his dream, working with him, advising correctly, nothing will be changed, or nothing will change. That's why I say we need to understand the power of supporting each other. That's the main issue that we must have today, and work for it as Africans. Otherwise, we continue to this lamentation and this crying, because, for instance, when it comes to for the leaders or African leader, especially president, want to change something, that is sometimes painful to the people. The people will never support. We have seen some places when the presidents or leaders want to do something, the opposition part will start to sabotage. And sometimes, and even the citizen is starting to criticize instead of advising. So we need to advise correctly. We need to, for instance, engineers, doctors, and all people must work together and provide much support to their leaders And this is the main issue that when we want to move from here as Africans, we must understand the power of support. Without the power of support, I don't think so that many things will change. A very narrow things will change. That is my opinion for today. And we have talked many times about unity in Africa, but we talk unity in our mouth but not in our heart. If you find many African leaders, politicians, they are talking about Africa to unite, but you can't see any leaders who say, I'm ready now to left my power and to unite with other, or to make Africa unite. But we are just talking about unity. But this, when it comes in other issues, there's no unity. So this is something that we are talking in our mouth, but not from our heart. So we need now to change and to know the power of supporting each other. This is the main issue that we need to understand. If we don't support, always don't come together. That's why you see at the end of the day, some leaders trying to change the constitution in order for them to remain in power, because they didn't fulfill their dreams. It's also the time is very short, so you need more time. Or sometimes, because of these critics and not support from their own people, they decided to remain in power to protect what they have gotten. And because, as I said, those who are surrounding African, or some of our leaders, are not good people, are not good advisors. Some of them are corrupt. So that's why they use maybe their power to change the constitutions to make sure that they will remain in power. They use militaries, policies to make sure that they are remaining in power. So in order all this to be avoided, we need to support each other. The power of supporting each other is the main issue. And even though some of people maybe don't agree with maybe something, we must provide solutions. You know, Africans, we argue, and sometimes we must find the best way to advise instead of rejecting or sabotaging. We have seen in many African countries that there are some people who are sabotaging the projects of leaders, sabotaging the government, sabotaging the country. All these are because we are not working together. We don't have unity even in our countries. We don't have love even in our countries. But the solution of our salvation is to understand the power of unity, the power of supporting each other. If you are an engineer, you are a pastor, play your part. If you are a teacher, play your part. If you are a politician, play your part in a good manner, so that you can save the country and you can save the continent. The power of working together and supporting each other is the main power that will bring changes in our community and in our continent. Also, I want to share something that many African people, we celebrate failure, and this is because we have in our mind, we have created to think that everything you have to oppose, or someone who you don't have, you differ in ideology, you will find every now that you find the weak point of your opponent. So this is what we have in our mind, but this will not create or will not develop our continent. Otherwise, we will bring back our continent. We need to come together. The election sometimes is over. We are different in ideology, but we must accept that we are different in ideology. But our aim is to develop our continent. Our aim is to develop our countries. What is our aim? That's the main important. So I think this is what I decided to share to you, and very, very critical, but we must think about that. Thank you.